These guys are ridiculous. These guys are ridiculous.
Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back with another episode of How About Them Celtics. Sam and I are here, joined with Cam Tabatabaie of the Celtics Lab podcast and Celtics Wire. I think Sam's laughing because as I did the intro, his teeth went off
Just
loud as hell in the back.
Just the loudest possible screech.
We're gonna leave it in though. We're gonna leave it in because that's
everybody just clicked right off.
Yeah.
They said
That,
not only did we just watch a whomping, now we got to hear this.
It matches the Celtics' performance tonight. It's a great comparison to how the Celtics played. We're here after the Celtics-Clippers game, obviously. 115-96 loss for the Celtics. That does not even come close to illustrating how bad this performance was from the Celtics, because the Celtics bench actually played pretty well and brought it back at the end. The Celtics got outscored 26-21 in the first, 18-29 in the second, 36-21 in the third, and then the bench won 36-24 in the fourth. So credit them, but they sucked. Celtics sucked. Kristaps was out, and apparently the Celtics forgot how to play offense because Kristaps was out, because this was terrible. I think
I warned you.
Even close to good players were Tatum and Luke Cornett. Everybody outside of that forgot how to play basketball tonight. Jaylen Brown, 3 of 13, terrible. Derek White, 0 of 8. He played good defense, but terrible on offense. Drew Holiday, 2 of 11, terrible. Horrendous showing from the entire Celtics team. Horford and Derek White combined to shoot 0 of 13 from the field and 0 of 8 from 3. Probably not going to win that game. Taking a leap there. Probably not going to win that game.
No, I mean, you're not going to win a whole lot of games when you look like me in the men's league out there on Sundays, our 0-8 Pistons-esque squad trying to compete. Yeah, Tatum not bad. Tatum good. I'll give him credit. I love to trash him when he's bad, but he was actually pretty good today. So you have to give him the little tip of the cap. He was the only reason that game was even remotely close for as long as it was. Initial annoyances. You're not going to have a whole lot of like rage annoyance from me today. It's also like one of those days where it's like, they missed shots. I didn't think the offense was awful. What I did think was awful was when they were trying to claw their way back in. And then it was like offensive rebound, points, offensive rebound, points. It's like, you either want to come back or you're not. Be fucking for real. You know, like finish the defensive possession. You did a good job. You made him miss once. I don't need to see you give up 3 second chance points or 3 sets of second chance points in a row. It's enough to make. I mean, I did fall asleep in the fourth quarter. I'm not going to lie to you. I legitimately fell asleep. I also needed to down 3 scoops of ice cream after this catastrophe.
Can I ask you guys something?
Please.
Do either of your microphones work, or are they just for show?
They work. What do you mean?
I don't know. Well, first of all, I found this because I recently learned that my headphones do better audio than my actual microphone. So I've just been rolling with just my headphones.
Oh, mine definitely don't.
Really? Sam's headphones are terrible. Or you have AirPods though, so it doesn't count.
Why are AirPods bad?
Nice. Yeah, AirPods.
They don't sound very good.
Tragic.
The mic looks so much more professional, so I thought I'd wheel this in. But
I was so confused. I was like, "Wait a minute! Like Jack and I had a conversation. What happened?"
Yeah, I was like, "Do we sound bad?" I was like, "You have to edit the episode."
Great. You sounded wonderful. But also, I think that our mics are more important to talk about than the Celtics' performance. Also,
That's
can I change this to the How About Them Clippers podcast for 30 seconds?
Go ahead.
Please, sure.
The Clippers are so good, and I think Kawhi Leonard is privately one of the 3 best basketball players in the league right now. And I said this to Jack before the game. I don't know why Kevin Durant can get any injury he wants, and he comes back, and it's like, well, it's Kevin Durant. And Kawhi Leonard doesn't get that, even though Kawhi Leonard ate his lunch last postseason. So I think that the Celtics played like dog poop, but I also think that the Clippers are like bona fide one of the best teams in the league, and so much of that has to do with Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, we gave them props in the pregame, Jack. You went through, what are they, 14-4? No, 24 or 25-4 now over their last X amount of games.
They're the best 21-4 in their last 20.
Best offense in the league.
21-4 in their last 25.
Yeah, they're the real deal.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Yeah, I mean, like
that's what happens when you had Tice.
Yeah,
Tice dominated this game, by the way.
He was good.
Yeah,
he was really
He
good.
had how many points?
Well, also the out rebounded the heck out of the Celtics. The Celtics look bad on the glass.
It was
I
really
mean,
bad.
Jack talked about the fourth quarter where the bench came back. You know who drilled the dagger was Tice.
Mhm.
Corner three.
I actually, that's 100% true. That there was a moment, it was like 105 to 85, and you're like, oh my God, it's the Celtics bench actually going to make this a game? And then Tyson.
There was still like 4.5 minutes left. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
They had a chance.
I mean, they were down by
It's tough,
36
man.
at one point. This was like a proper waxing. But
It was bad.
I recently learned,
It was really bad.
well, I guess
Okay.
recently I
I'm going to
learned
speak
tonight,
about nonsense.
the Bucks loss, the 33-point Bucks loss, was the worst loss of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's career. And this had the chance to be just as bad or worse, but they
It's getting there.
closed the gap a little bit.
Speaking of the Bucks, I do feel like Giannis had a point. Sometimes it does start with the equipment manager. Celtics have lost 2 games at home this year. Both times they have worn the incorrect jerseys.
Yep.
It's time we start really paying attention to this because you're making a mockery of the franchise. The way you lost this game tonight was humiliating, and you had the complete opposite end of the losing spectrum last Friday when Denver was in town. You humiliated yourself in absolute other way because you couldn't score the ball for the last 5 minutes of the game. If you dress to win, you'll win. It's that simple. My girlfriend watched the game with me today. She was confused. She was like, why aren't they wearing white? I just cheered for the wrong team. I almost made her sleep outside because she cheered for the wrong team. That's on the Celtics.
Are you guys
I have
keeping-
a question though. I have a follow up. How much of that is you drilling into her that they have to wear white at home? They suck when they don't wear white at home. How much of that is you?
I don't think it's me.
No, that's
'Cause
why
I don't
they're
talk
Have
to
you
her
said
about
that though
stuff.
before? You've
I
never
might have
that,
said
right?
they should be wearing white at home, but I don't think I've been like.
I'm not.
I
for
don't
what
think
it's
I've
worth, I'm not.
said it enough.
I'm
to-
not
to
disagreeing with the
really
premise.
instill that.
I just feel like that could have been at least part of the reason she was.
And the
adamant
fan
about
base
that.
is officially on the hot seat because I don't know what the results are going to be of this jersey vote, but they had a jersey vote for the Pacers game
Oh,
on
yes.
Wednesday. And if they
Yeah.
mess this up,
Tuesday.
yeah, I'm
Well,
turning
hold
my
on,
back on the fans.
Let me ask you about this. So, for people who don't know that they have like 4 different jerseys and fans can vote for Tuesday's game against the Pacers. Do you think that if, say, the Nike jerseys are one of the 4 options, if they get like 3% of the vote, do you think they'll release the numbers? It'd be a PR disaster
Oh.
if Bill
No,
Russell's
there's no way they release
Nike
the numbers.
jerseys got like 3% of the vote. Why do you have a clothes hanger, Shaq?
It was
you
in this
find
room
that?
that I was recording in, and I started just fiddling with it. I don't know. Ignore me. Sorry.
Okay, but
Um,
sincerely, like they have a disaster on their hands. In theory, one of the matchups is Nike jersey versus Bill Russell's Nike
Versus
jersey.
me.
Yeah, versus you got stuff to. Let's get the
Well-
BTS Army and the Swifties on this
Well,
one.
I'm happy that
Even-
Bill Russell's jersey was no more. Just to clear up, Bill's jersey was last year's. This year they have
Oh yeah, this is the history.
concocted
The
the
peach
stupid
basket
wooden side jersey for
Yeah.
the city editions.
for the great
will
city of Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I think the better question is, do they just lie and say that the city ones won because they want them
Yes.
to be pushed?
It's going to be city
think they could
versus
lie.
city. They're going to lie.
And then
Yeah.
all the commenters should be like, "This isn't what we voted for. This sucks. What do we do?"
No, it's going to be this is so cool because the only people that voted are me and then all the people that think the dumb jerseys are cool.
What did you vote for?
I
the vote
voted
closed?
home whites versus traditional road navies.
Okay, I voted for home whites. But I like the black indie jerseys with the city edition. I like those.
We
so I
should have
voted for
all
that.
like
But I-
come together actually and said
Is the
If
voting
anything,
closed?
I think you sold,
Yes,
Sam.
it
If
is
anything,
closed.
I think you sold because you should be voting for the Pacers to wear the wrong jersey, so they get the curse.
That's technically if they're on the road, the only wrong ones are the home jerseys.
Sam is voting
I
for
wish
honor.
that-
He's not voting for a win. He's voting
I will
for what
say-
is right in the world.
Yeah, I am voting for honor. Cam's right.
I will say I do credit who put it out, the NBA or whoever it was that started the poll. They were smart. I was hoping or anticipating that they just put out vote for what each team should wear, and it would have
Yes.
just been, like white jersey versus white jersey. It would have been like the fans would have just voted for shit, just garbage.
White on white color rush.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the actual game. This has gone into a rabbit hole, which is awesome.
It is
But
important though. Make
I
no
think-
mistake, important. And if you
Not
have any
right now.
honor and you're a real fan, you will care about the uniforms.
the voting is over though, so it's not important.
Whoa.
Conclusion.
Wyoming
The
was down 11
huh.
with 45 seconds and they won the game.
Wow.
That's
See,
cool.
that's what happens
them.
if
Wish the
Tice didn't
Celtics
make
could've
that
done
three. That
something
could have been
similar.
a possibility.
Yeah, that's what Wyoming had going for them. They weren't up against Daniel Tice. Sorry,
What was I gonna say? Sam, you mentioned
on
you
my
thought the
phone.
offense was all right. I think the offense was kind of garbage at times in this game. Like, this
It was.
I think in terms of are you concerned? I think this is closer to the Bucks game than the Warriors game. In terms of like it happens sometimes, but I do think too often they got caught up, specifically Jalen and Drew, in don't worry, we'll do something really cool right here.
Yes.
Don't worry, we'll take it. We'll do this. So let's the ball stuck so much they didn't get the ball to Tatum nearly enough. I know he took 18 shots, but like he was literally the only player who could make a bucket for the first like
Yes.
X amount of the game. And so they didn't get it to him. And then on top of that, like they weren't making shots. So it's not like they were making some tough ones in there. They stunk. I thought the offense was actually really bad for long stretches in this game.
What did
Can't
Tatum
even
end
do
with?
He shot 8 of 18 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. He had 21, 11, and 1 assist.
Because he
For
had
what it's
10 in the
worth.
first quarter and then only 2 in that second quarter.
Yeah.
So he scored a lot in the first. They looked okay. He scored a lot in the first half of the third. They looked okay. And then
Bad.
he
my
was 8 of 11
analysis.
at one point.
He was.
He finished
Yeah,
8
it was-
of 18. He was 8 of 11 at one point.
Yeah, he was hot. He was hot.
He was hot,
And
and then he got upset and played upset, and it showed.
Yeah.
And the rest of the team
Yeah.
did that, to Jack's point. Like the Jalen, the Drew, the bad misses from them were a result of, hey, we're mad, my turn.
The NFL season is wrapping up, and there's still time to get in on the action with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets, guaranteed when you place a $5 bet. That's $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. Now, the app is so easy to use, and there are so many different ways to bet, like live same-game parlays, find bets in the new Explore tab, make a parlay in the Parlay Hub, the best way to find popular parlays, and more. So visit FanDuel.com/Boston and make your first bet a layup. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
It was literally men's league ball. That is how it goes for the men's league team. That is what happens. To see the Celtics do that was discouraging. My point about the offense was more about when the game started, it was just like, wow, like they're just missing a lot. Like they're still getting good looks. Like there were a lot of good passes to open shots, and they just were rimming out. Horford hurt his finger early. Scal said he was no longer going to have any more fingers. And then he couldn't make any threes. Derek White couldn't buy a basket. And those guys both got good looks early in this game. And then once they got frustrated, that's when it steamrolled and got worse. And even when it was worse, they still managed to become even worse and have those signature lulls that they've had, Jack. And then the third quarter was the pinnacle of I wish I was doing anything else.
Third quarter was really bad.
Just
Third quarter
6
was really
minutes
bad.
without a basket.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah.
I agree with Sam. I thought they had pretty good looks. Actually, Missoula said this after the game, and I think, Jack, you and I were talking about this. These teams are really similar. Like a lot of star power, but then a lot of depth and a lot of passing. And so the Clippers did what the good version of the Celtics do, which is like they pass the ball until the right shot presents itself, and then they took it and made it. And early on, the Celtics were doing something similar. They just weren't hitting their shots, and then it descended into your turn, my turn, which is the worst iteration of the team. I mean, without Porzingis, Jack, what did you call him? A release valve? Without Porzingis, this was just last year's Celtics. If you swap Drew for Marcus, right? And we know what the ceiling on that team was.
Sorry, you said release valve, and that's what I titled my article yesterday. I was about to say, "Oh, do you read it?" And then I realized I said that in the post-game presser, so never mind. Ignore me. Ignore my smile.
Hey,
It's just the phrasing I used when
if
I
it
asked
works,
him. It works. Shout out to Bill. He helped me with that phrasing, but it's tough to take much from this. Pritchard was pretty good. Some of those in garbage time minutes, but he was fine. The second Stay Ready group was really good. Kata was fine. Not the best O'Shea game, Sam, unfortunately. Sorry.
I was
Steve
sleeping,
made
it
some
doesn't
shots.
count.
Lamar did stuff, but you're just not going to win games like that. I thought the Celtics, and for what it's worth, in the first quarter, Celtics defense was really good. They were playing really good defense throughout the entire first half, for that matter. The Clippers I can't remember if it was the entire first half, but I remember looking up sometime in the second quarter, Clippers were shooting 43% from the field and 27% from three. This has been the best offense by 2+ offensive rating points for the past 20 games. And they shut him down like to 43-27. The zones were working. They were switching up looks. They were forcing the right guys to take shots. Like, they were doing everything right. They just couldn't do anything on offense. And it was killer, man. So like, I think there were goods and bads to take from it. The bads being, just maybe don't be the absolute worst, as Sam likes to say on offense. But it's tough, man. Blowouts are always tough to analyze, I think, because it's half what are you going to do and half like trying to pick out little storylines from the whole thing.
Well, even then, right? Like, don't be the absolute worst doesn't even apply to this, because if they were even slightly better, it doesn't matter. These type of games aren't even frustrating enough for me to come on here and be all mad, which I kind of like. Like, I'd rather lose like this, ironically, in the regular season than almost win like the Warriors game. Because then you come on here and you're like, what if this? What if that? Oh, I really hate this guy tonight because he made a dumb play. It's just like everybody was bad. They all had their moments where I was frustrated, and it was just one of the days. Like, that's what it is. They didn't make shots early. They got rattled. They stopped playing defense. They stopped playing offense, and then it was a collapse. That's what you get.
I would say, incidentally, that version of a loss is worse for the players. Because Sam, like if you're a fan and you watch a loss, like it's gut wrenching. But if you're a player and you're that kind of loss, like you still have to do your job. Like you still have to be in the game. And I think we all play pickup. We're not like basketball players of real description, no offense to us, but we've been in games where like after 5 minutes, you know what the outcome of the game is going to be. And that's
every Sunday.
It's such an awful place to be.
Sam's men's league team is terrible. He gets blown out every game. He always comes on here and says, yo, we suck.
As the team
after 2 sessions, it's both. But after 2 sessions of championship level basketball, it's a tough transition.
That's tough. Jack played for my league, my team, and Jack balled. Jack might play again on Tuesday.
Yeah, we need to figure it out. Obviously, there's game Tuesday.
I will be around. I'm off.
Well, there's a game. There's a game, though. So we're like figuring out.
Like, there's a game?
They have back-to-back Monday, Tuesday, yeah.
We got to see what jerseys they're going to wear. But if you guys want to come to the undisclosed location of my Volo league and then record from this private middle location,
gym, as if our viewers are going to pull up. Joey Spatulas pulls up to the gym and crashes.
We have like probably 2 or 3 that would come. Yeah.
I mean, maybe. You guys should host
what else?
How about them Celtics Pro-Am?
We should. That would be electric. We should actually do that.
I mean, you literally see a Pro-Am. So long as you get 8 other people to show up, then you can actually play a basketball game, and it's great.
It's just an am.
It's just an am. Yeah. That's really funny. Well, count me in if you do that. As Jack saw, I'm not very good, but my heart's in the right place. Usually my body's in the right place. My just hands don't know how to play basketball.
Sorry, I'm on my phone.
Yeah, we noticed. Every part of
my siblings are texting me. I was like, I'm trying to respond to them.
What are they trying to make sure you're awake? Did Henry just see my messages from the other day?
I'll explain after. No.
Do they want to come to the AM?
Henry would go to the AM and he would foul you relentlessly.
Henry is.
He would just do that thing where he plays defense with his arms all the way out, but they're like clotheslines.
Stick to golf, Henry. Do you guys do a rat list for post game? And how come you guys don't do live post game? How come you don't do live post game?
That market is cornered.
That does not belong to us.
I don't know who would show up for us.
Plus, like, I don't know.
Good, but
we like putting them out in the morning. It's an easy video.
Yeah.
Can't you do both?
I guess we could record it now and release it in the morning, but
no, I mean, like,
do enough.
Record, like, present it live and then just re-release it in the morning. No,
yeah, we could. We could, but we'll tinker with things. We can do the rat list though, because this was supposed to technically be a full pod, but it's not, because I slept through the only time we could record on Friday, because I just overslept my alarms and Sam couldn't record today. So we can do a rat list. Sam, would you like to do a rat list? Cam, Cam, Sam, same thing. We'll do a quick one done. Rapid fire. Oh, he's on the scrreen. Sorry, it's an overlay.
Ass on his face.
Take him up. That's not it. That's the wrong one.
Yeah, I'm
in disaster.
I'm in it. I guess I have one. I wasn't thinking of it, but I got one.
Yeah.
My dog Ricky Bobby is on the rat list because he is, I think, allergic to dairy, and there's no better thrill in the world than giving. The rat is on my rat list. He's on my face.
We're messing with it. We're trying.
Giving a dog a piece of cheese is one of life's great things, right? They They get excited. Their tail starts going, and boy howdy, does Ricky Bobby like cheese. I recently learned that labs, he's a black lab, labs have a genetic defect where they can't feel satiated. So he biologically cannot not want to eat the cheese. But it seems like he's lactose intolerant, and anyone who's lactose intolerant knows what happens when a lactose intolerant person eats cheese. And I was dealing with that the other night at 3 a.m. So, Ricky, love you, but you're on the rat list. Learn to eat cheese, my man.
That's
rat list is Jack. The least surprising turn ever.
Deserved. Deserved.
Jack is on the rat list because he on what's today? Saturday. So on Thursday's pregame, Jack compared his mom to a Bob's Burgers character, and she was none too pleased and personally asked me to put him on the rat list.
Wait, Jack's on the rat list because the graphic says the rat list with John Corrales.
I know we don't have one for you. I mean, you can
one.
pick. Would you like to be okay? That doesn't even work. Would you like to be John Corrales, Jake Fisher, Keith Smith, or Tyler Rucker? You can pick, I suppose. But we unfortunately don't have one made for you pre-prepped. So,
I mean, I'm on the rat list now. I'm on the rat list because I basically bullied Jack into letting me be on the podcast tonight. I didn't have anything to do. They weren't supposed to.
You're
be
always welcome.
like this. I know, but
it's tough.
should have been. Mathematically, we're usually still in a press conference right now.
Yes, I went to go get ice cream, and Jack was like, "We're done." And I was like, "What the fuck,
dude?" Tatum, Joe Mazzulla came in quick, and then Tatum came in rapid fire 4-minute press conference, was gone, sprinted out after the last question, which was mine. Then I overheard a conversation, and Taylor was like, "Yeah, he was ready 10 minutes ago. He wanted to go home."
I was gonna say, I think he went either before he showered or he probably didn't need to shower. He didn't play that much. Sam, where in New York are you?
Manhattan.
Where'd you get ice cream?
Van Leeuwen's.
Oh hell yeah! What'd you get?
Yeah, I got what did I get? Churro. What the hell was it called? Do you know what it was? Churro fudge. Cookies and cream caramel swirl, and then some brownie one.
Hell yeah!
Same question.
That place.
Oh, go ahead, Cam. You can finish first. Sorry.
I was just saying that place isn't messing around. That's one of the best scoops of ice cream you can get.
It is, and they know it. I'll tell you that. They know.
Does Kalen have a rat list?
Do you have a rat list?
I'm curious now.
She's shaking her head.
No.
Did she enjoy her ice cream?
She did. She didn't finish it.
Huge. Oh, rat
she
list.
lactose intolerant like Ricky?
She is, but vegan. Vegan ice cream still. They should have had water, she says, and I agree.
Ice cream makes you thirsty. Ice cream makes you thirsty.
I guess I didn't do a rat list. I don't really have one. Rat list, the Green Line, because I was considering going out with my friends now, and they in Fenway, and I'm just like, oh, sorry, can't get there without Ubering.
We're all on punishment. Nobody gets to have fun today.
Jack, we could split an Uber. Fenway's halfway home for me.
I might. Yeah.
When is a team loses a team?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jack.
Well, I wasn't.
Go home and think about what you
anyways.
did. You actually need to think about what you did.
No. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to Bout Them Celtics. Subscribe to Celtics Lab on Spotify as well. Make sure to follow them there. Check out Cam at Celtics Wire as well. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll let Sam wrap it up.
Hey, thank you very much for listening or watching. Like Jack said, make sure you give Cam a follow on Twitter. It's at Cam Tabatabaie. It's on the screen. I'm not spelling it. You can also follow Celtics Lab on Spotify and Apple. They're also on CLNS as part of the network, so you can check out what they're doing there. You can follow us, subscribe to the YouTube, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our daily uploads. We're doing game recaps like these, full pods, talking C's, film breakdowns, rumor breakdowns, and we're live a half hour before every single game, so don't miss it. We're on Spotify and Apple as well. If you follow us there, you'll get the full pods and game recaps right to your inbox. Leave a 5-star review, please. If you want to get in touch with us, we are recording a pod again on Monday. The email is hbtcpod@gmail.com. We'll go through all your emails. I'm sure people have thoughts today. I'm sure they do. Socials at How About Them C's, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook is just the name of the podcast. Our pregame streams are there and on YouTube and on Twitter. Jack's Twitter is at Jack's1NBA. Mine is at Sam LaFrance NBA. It's it for us. Bye.